Hey YouTube, DragonCard7 here with a new card review. And if you don't remember what I do in card reviews, I review on art, effect, and how many decks that this card would be perfect in. So, let's get on what I chose. Thanks to the 5-star wrestler, aka Timmy, my good old friend, he gave me an idea for episode 2. So, yeah. This week, I'll be reviewing Stardust Dragon. I love this card. Anyways, let's get on with the card, shall we? Let's get on with the review. First, let's talk about the art. The art on Stardust Dragon is very beautiful, very well detailed, and the dragon itself just looks completely badass, and it just looks amazing. And actually, the dragon itself almost reminds me of Blue Eyes because of the color and most likely almost the look. You know, the blue things on his chest kind of remind me of some of the alien monsters actually from the game itself. So, but tell you the truth, I like Stardust Dragon. It's just a beautiful card. I love its art, and it's just a really beautiful card in general. So, my score of its art is a 5 out of 5, if you can't tell with my positive thoughts about the art. Alright, so the art gets a 5 out of 5. Let's talk about the effect. The effect is pretty much devastating in my opinion. It's pretty much if your opponent activates any card effects that involve destroying other cards, all you have to do is to send Stardust to the graveyard to negate the effect. And once the end of the turn, when you activate this effect, this card will go straight back to the field in attack or defense mode. This effect is pretty handy and pretty useful, but yet there are some weak points. What if your opponent plays a remove from play deck? Well, it can't go straight to the graveyard now, can it? It gets removed from play instead. And his effect can actually be negated through a lot of cards like DD Crow or anything that could evolve it from coming back. And also, it can only just be used for destructive effects. If it gets dimensional prisoned on it, well, you're fucked. That's why so many people play Dimensional Prison, because of Stardust. So, yes, this card is very good in negating destruction effects, but it has a few weak points which I just discussed. So, the effect, I give the effect a 4.5 out of 5. Alright, decks in general. How many decks is this good in? Well, judged by this card, only belongs to the extra deck, or aka the fusion deck if for those old school players out there. This card is good for any extra deck out there because this card is very handy for multiple decks. It's handy, it's useful. I mean, hell, I have 3 of them in my fucking main deck, so if I have 3, then that means this card is fucking beast. This card is good for many extra decks out there, and it's pretty useful, and it's a level 8, so you just need like a level 2 tuner and a level 6 monster, or a level 4 tuner, or a level 4 non-tuner, and just pretty much synchro up for this beast. This is one of the best synchros in my opinion, and I give its score for multiple deck choices a 5 out of 5. Alright. Overall score of Stardust Dragon. Pretty much this card gets a lot of positive thoughts on my positive, well, you know. This card is just overall one of the best synchros out there. Only a fucking idiot will not play at least 2 or 3, and this card is just really fucking useful, and I love it to death. So yeah, Stardust Dragon, one of my favorite synchros. So yes, if you can't tell by its score, I'm going to give it an overall score of a 5 out of 5. Pretty much it gets an A+. So yes, this is my first actual positive review, and wow, I did pretty good. So thank you, 5-Star Wrestler, for choosing this card for the next episode, and yeah, so go subscribe to him. He is worth watching, and he is a good YouTuber, a Yu-Gi tuber. So go subscribe to the 5-Star Wrestler. Please do it for me. Alright, that is it for episode 2 of my Yu-Gi-Oh card reviews, and if you guys have any cards you want me to review, just PM me or leave a comment in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe, so on and so forth. Until then, YouTube, later, DragonCard7 signing out.